Hello and welcome back. So I got my hair done. I like it, but the sun has taken a toll on my face. If you can't tell, my melasma, I've gotten more freckles. So what we're going to do today is pretty much because you guys voted on a no makeup look. That's what I'm going with for today. If I'm feeling risque, I'm going to play with these. We'll also talk about some stuff that's been going on. Oh boy. I'm already so tired. You guys, I'm so tired. I don't know what's going on with me. I think summer is just wearing on me, man. Hi, Cher. Good morning. Or afternoon, yeah. Well, not really. But thank you. We're going to work on concealing and covering while we discuss some shit. I hope you all are doing well. I'm really tired. Like, I feel like I could honestly go to bed right now. Like, my kids are napping, which is a total godsend, right? Doesn't happen very often. And I'm like, do I want to go live or do I want to I want to go live. I'm going to go live. Screw it. I got a couple hours, I hope. Maybe less. We'll see. But that's the primer that I'm using these days. I got it in my Ipsy Boxy Charm. And this stuff is pretty good. I actually like it because it keeps my concealer and my makeup on. As opposed to me constantly trying to cover this up with like toned primer. I said concealer, didn't I? I usually use like a green or like a mixture of colored primer to kind of dilute the discoloration and flaws and what have you. But I find that the gripping primer works way better because it keeps my makeup on. And that's kind of what I want to do, especially if you have trouble areas and spots that need covered. On your way to A&W. Oh yeah, I know what A&W is. Oh, that sounds good. I don't know what I'm doing for winter, but that sounds really good. I don't think we have one. Yeah, we'd have to go out of town to get good at A&W, but that sounds really good. So as you don't know, I turned 40 on August 2nd. So I'm kind of like cool with it, you know. I don't feel any kind of way about it. There's been a lot going on in our little circle, our little group of people, or not within our circle. I would say, well, it's partially in our circle and partially not. But I know you guys have heard me discuss my stalker before, and I don't ever mention names because I just don't feel that this person needs more attention than they already have. Anywho, she's getting exposed. Finally. You know how long I've waited for that? You know, I'm not the type of person that retaliates. Like, even if you do like the worst thing to me, I keep my cool. At least I try. I try to keep my cool. I try not to talk about it because, again, I try to keep this channel as lighthearted as possible. Only because there's just so many channels out there that kind of discuss the tragic dumpster fires that is the DC drama community. And I tend not to talk about it too much. I do, however, speak on it on my members only. So, I mean, again, I don't address it often, but when I do, typically I address it on there. But girl, woo! I don't want to get too deep into detail either, but we'll just say how about we say, before we go on, we'll say allegedly. Okay. Allegedly, this woman who has stalked, gone real life, called CPS, constantly has lawsuit after lawsuit over such frivolous, stupid shit on YouTube. For the same very things that she does. She's now been exposed for what she does. And I could not be happier. She was, her real image was seen. Okay. And mind you, she's fat shamed me all throughout my pregnancy with baby Bull. And so she decides to post an old photo of mine. I used to have like a Patreon workout. I don't know if you guys remember that. For those of you that have been here long enough, you probably remember that. But I would do like workout motivation. Like, I don't know, just you'd work out with me, right? While I worked out. And I did have some surgery done. I got a lot of skin removed from my belly. And a little bit of lipo in that area after baby Bull, because he was 11 pounds, 7 ounces, and mama needed a pseudo makeover, right? So she posts, because I'm just laughing because her whole image, like her whole body was shown on YouTube, and she's big, like she's a big girl, you know, no joke, she's big, you know. Her whole body was shown, and so now everyone's able to comment on her size, which hasn't happened before. So this is fairly new, right? And again, I don't like to like join in on the drama, and I try to stay out of it for the most part. R Motion, hello, AR Motion, welcome. I mean, I stay out of it. You guys know that for the most part, right? But to see her image, right? To see her. And she's fat. She fat shames everyone. I mean, she fat shamed me throughout my entire pregnancy. I mean, you would post my Patreon on YouTube, which is actually against TOS. She'd do all kinds of terrible things. Hi, Jen. Happy Saturday. And come to find out, she's a big girl. She's bigger than me. Okay? And so I made a comment on Twitter, you know? Because I saw her image, and I'm like, holy moly, that girl's a biggin, and she's sitting here talking shit on everybody for being fat, and she's a big girl. And of course she's like trying to deny it, like that's not me or something, but it's her. I mean, I can't go into detail as to why we know for a fact it's her, but it's her. And she keeps trying to deny that it's her fat figure, and I'm like, that's embarrassing as fuck. So I said something like she needs to sit her hippo ass down or something. I don't remember what I said, but she's obviously is stalking me still to this day. We're going on almost a decade now. And she sees what I say, even though she's blocked, so she probably has some people, you know, telling her what's going on my Twitter, which is annoying, but it is what it is. So I commented like, dang, you know, here's this woman that's fat shamed so many people for so many years, and she's huge. Huge. Like, big, dude. Like, big. So, I mean, yeah, it feels good. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It does feel good. And mind you, I didn't have to do anything. Like, people are always like, because you don't have to. Karma comes for people, and you don't have to do shit. It just happens. You don't have to do anything. So anyway, her karma's coming for her, and she's all out there doing frivolous lawsuits and whatever. But her image was shown, and it shows how big she is, and I just love it for her, to be real with you. I do. I hold it in, and I don't talk about it because I don't feel someone should get attention for doing the things that she does. I don't think, to me, like, if you give someone attention that's like wronged you, especially someone that's like her who wants attention for what she does, like i.e. calling CPS on, well, she denies this, but she did call CPS. What else? frivolous lawsuits, lies. She sits there and says you're stalking her when you don't even contact her, and she emails you 1,000 times. Like, she's that crazy. Like, she's nuts, dude. She's not working with a full deck, I don't think. She doxes people on a regular basis. She does all kinds of crazy shit constantly, and she blames other people for doing the things she's doing. So, of course I'm happy to have her be shown in her true light, you know? She's a big girl. I mean, she's trying to deny that that's her. And it's so sad because it's her. It's just like, embrace the, I mean, I've always embraced the fact that I'm chubby, you know, I'm overweight. That's why hence I had a Patreon workout, right? Sorry, I'm not even telling you what I'm using. This is Juvia's Place, and this is Tarte Shape Tape. But, you know, I've always admitted that I'm big. I'm a bigger girl. I mean, I personally think that there's nothing wrong with having extra weight on you, especially after having kids and stuff. You're always going to be a little bit heavier than you were before having kids. That's just a fact. And she's never had kids. And so it's like, why are you so fat? Like, why are you so huge? I could understand if maybe, you know, you've had a couple kids, you know. No, she's a big girl. Hi, Perfume. My stalker is getting her karma, so I'm kind of sharing about it. I prefer chubby women over skinny, says Jessica. Yeah, I mean, I think that's more beautiful as well. Like, that's just me though. Like, you know, everybody's different. Everyone has their own preferences. But, I mean, I got boobs, I got ass, I got curves. I mean, even when I was really like in my peak of fitness, when I was 18, 21, I was 135, and I still had big boobs. And I kind of feel like they weigh me down a little bit. I kind of want to get a boob reduction, but that's a whole other vlog. But anyway, she's huge. And I typically don't discuss women's weight. I don't. Because I just don't see, I don't know. I find bigger gals beautiful. But here she was, fat shaming so many women on this platform and being cruel and awful. And she even posted a picture of my Patreon where I was showing my belly off before. It was either after surgery, so I was really, 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 really swollen, or it was before I had surgery, and so I was really, really, really fat. Either way, this was like, what, 3 years ago? We're going to go on 4 years. I've lost 25 pounds since then, okay, and I feel comfortable with my stomach. The rest of my body, not so much. But that's a whole other, you know. But anyway, and she fat shamed me throughout my entire pregnancy. Like, he was a big boy. He was 11 pounds, 7 ounces. She's like, can you believe she's only 3 months pregnant? Oh my gosh, she's so fat. Just totally fat shaming me. Made me feel bad to the point where I quit my Patreon. And this is true. I try to act like it didn't bother me, but it did. But she's huge. She's huge. She's got to be pushing 300 pounds, dude. I mean, that's the God's honest truth. And like I said, I don't typically comment on women's weight. But in this case, someone that's completely bullied and treated people like shit and fat-shamed skinny people, you know, obviously I'm going to say something. It's disgusting. And she fat-shamed me throughout my entire pregnancy. I mean, we're talking about someone that's gone real life in my real life. She has done so much damage. And she continues to do so after so many years. I've gone to court with this person. I won in court. Like, it's insane. And she's finally getting exposed. I absolutely love that for her. I think it's great. And then she tries to act like she wasn't talking about me. She just recently did a stream. I was going over a bag I got for free or something. It was like a tote bag. She's like critiquing what I'm saying and critiquing my makeup. She's always commenting on me. I literally, I have to film everything. It's a lot. But I have to film everything because it's proof in case she wants to be like, oh, let's go to court again. You're being mean. You know, like, I have everything. I have video evidence, like, on the real. So, I mean, she's a very, very big girl. And so this whole time, because we never really saw her face up until recently. She started camming up, but she wears really dark clothes. Her background's dark. and you know, all you really see, like kind of like, you know, how this is, but I don't have a dark background. And she has filters, and so you couldn't really tell if she was big or not. But here she has fat shamed me and tried to ruin my life for almost a decade, and she's finally getting exposed. Finally, and I'm so like I breathe a sigh of relief because she has a lot of people coming for her now, but she never had that before. Usually it was just her and all her cronies against me, or you know, that was pretty much it. And I had to kind of fend for myself by myself, which is fine. I don't mind. I do it all the time. But she finally has people calling her out for what she does. And I think it's absolutely great. Yeah, it was awful. I mean, I had a workout Patreon that was doing really well. Thanks, Jessica. And I was like, you know, she made me, at the time I was very insecure. And so I just stopped doing it because I just couldn't handle the people and like how she would take my Patreon videos and take them to YouTube, and it was too much. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna back away. Plus your hormones are all crazy when you're pregnant. At least mine were. So I was extra emotional. Like things that typically wouldn't bother me bothered me. And so yeah, she did have a hand in kind of taking down my Patreon, but that's fine. That's okay. You grow, you learn, you live, whatever. But yeah, my hormones were out of whack. She's an awful, awful person, and I feel bad. To be honest with you, I know people are probably not going to like this, but I honestly do feel bad for her to a degree, because the insanity, like she has to have something wrong with her in her head in order to think that the things that she does is okay, and she justifies the things that she does, and she puts blame on other people, but she never ever admits to anything. Okay? And this is just who she is. This is who she is. So she's either a narcissist, okay? Oh, and she tries to get rallies people to hate you and think you're doing awful things when you're not, you know, and it's all for views for her. To her, it's just, you know, hormones, they're awful during pregnancy. And after for a while, too. Hi, Rebel T. Yeah, I'm back. Who is she? Yeah, I'm not going to say who she is. There's a reason why I keep her anonymity, and it's not because, oh, you know, I'm scared of her. No, I simply don't think she deserves any more attention than she's already gotten for the shit she's done. So I don't say who she is or what her channel name is or anything like that. A lot of you guys don't even know who I'm talking about, and I'd like to keep it that way. Not only for her not to get any more attention, but also for your sake, because if you were to say anything to her, she will look up your family. She will know within 24 hours, she will know every single person in your family would have contacted somebody already. Like, she tries to create madness constantly. And so for you to know who she was and go over there, you know, I'm afraid for you. All right? I don't want you guys to have this person attached to you. I'm doing it for your safety. Okay? Trust and believe. How are you, Rebel T? Yeah, I mean, I've had a smear campaign going on me for, like I said, almost a decade, and I can breathe a breath of fresh air finally, because people see her for what she is and what she does, because she's done it to so many that they're finally like, oh, this is who you are, this is what you do, wow, you're creepy and weird, stop. So of course I'm happy about it, but in the same breath, it's kind of creepy that she's that mentally off. You know, and that there's people that sit there and support what she does. That's what's scary. It's almost more scary than her, you know? Yeah, we're good. I mean, we've been camping all summer, Rebel T. Like, literally. But I just wanted to say, like, my thoughts on it, and, you know, obviously, I'm going to be happy, okay, that someone who's tried to ruin my life for coming up on a decade. Well, it's okay, let's see. 7 years? I mean, to me, that's almost a decade. Like, whatever. 7 years. She now is really busy dealing with people that are exposing her. And it's been great. I'm going to say it's been really nice. Because then she's not, you know, contacting my husband and family members and, you know, the police and whomever, you know, she's busy. So it's been great, and I would love to keep it that way, you know, but she decides that she can speak on me And so if she thinks that she can speak on me, then I could speak on her. Okay? And I think it's great that everybody sees you for what you are. And you need to stop fat shaming when you're fat. It's not a good look. That's all. How is everybody? That's all I had to say. I got the drama out and out of the way in the beginning. You're going on 13 years? Yeah, I can't. I mean, anybody who gets like a stalker, it's different when it's like not someone you know. It kind of takes on a creepier vibe, you know, when it's. So she's been busy battling other people, so I'm super glad that I don't have to deal with it. But because I made this video, I probably will get like all kinds of shit happening now. But you know what though? I really don't give a fuck at this point because she's crazy. So I just had to put that out there. Because a lot of people are asking me like, why aren't you speaking on? Why aren't you? You know, I'm like, well, okay, fine. I will say something. Is that good enough? Yes, we need to support other women, not put them down. Exactly. And I firmly believe that. And I try my hardest every single day to stick to that 1000%. It's just crazy when the woman that's been fat shaming you, like I said, for 7 years, is bigger than you. Is twice the size as you. I mean, it's just, you can't make this shit up. You just can't. Okay? And I love that. I don't love the fact that she's crazy and stalks me, but I love that her shit's all being exposed. Like, all the shit she's done and everything she is, it's all coming out. And I just think that that's great. So, hopefully she'll stop doing this behavior. I don't think it's going to change anything for her because she's very, she doesn't think she does anything wrong. So, and she has a lot of support, so people are over there cheering her on, and it's kind of weird. So I don't know if she's going to ever really... It is a bit of vindication for me, absolutely. It has been for a while now. But I haven't spoke on it. Because I was going to let her speak on me several more times. And then I was like, okay. You know, she's so busy with everybody, like, calling her out. I thought for sure, like, she would just fuck off, but no. So. This is where we're at. We're doing a no makeup look while we talk shit. That's what you want to call it. I don't necessarily call it talking shit. It's just, it's reality. Sorry. It is what it is, you know. Hi, Lipstick. How are you, y'all? Oh, Perfume's fabulous. You gotta go check out her channel. Thank you for stopping. Thank you for being here, Lipstick. But yeah, like, my stalker is finally getting exposed. It's wonderful, of course. But at the same time, though, I do have a little bit of like a, I don't know, it's hard to explain. Like, I'm like, well, how about we try to, like, I don't want to help. Well, not necessarily help, because I don't think there's certain people that you can't help. You know what I mean? There are just some people that there's no helping them, and I sadly feel she falls into that category. But I would think the people that are over there supporting her bullshit, why don't you guys, like, do something so she doesn't get herself in actual real trouble? Like, she's already gotten in trouble. She had to do some community service or something for stalking. And so if I were you guys, like, I would be like, hey, like, how about you stop doing that? Because you're going to get in real trouble. You know what I mean? Like, if they were real friends, that's what they would say and do, right? That's why I feel like they're just here for the views and the banter and the back and forth. They don't really care what happens to her, which, I mean, if she was my friend, I'd be like, hey, girl, like, you're going to end up in jail. Like, if you don't stop, like, really. If I was her friend, that's what I would say. But her friends aren't saying that to her, so they're cheering it on. So it's hard to see how those are actual friends. Maybe they're not really her friends. Maybe they're just part of, like, that whole YouTube, like, pretend friend. I don't know, but. And it's hurtful too because I have a lot of people. There's like a handful of people that go over there that I like, and it's like, don't you guys know what she did to me? And you're just over there. Like I can't tell people where to go, and I've always felt that way, and I still feel the same way about that. Like I'm not that kind of person that's gonna be like, hey, don't go over there because this person's being to me or whatever. But it's beyond being mean. Like she's gone real life on me. Like not. It's not just, oh, she posted a fat picture or something. It's honestly criminal. Okay, so like I don't get it, but that's okay. Unless you guys are doing something on the low that I don't know about, keep me out of it, please, because I don't want to fucking know about it. She will end up in jail, yeah, and then we can all laugh. Well, I mean, yeah, I would try probably not to, only because like I try my hardest. Oh my gosh, I try so hard to be a good person. You know, I really do, even to those that are pieces of shit to me, because I feel like it gives me the not only does it give me I can't talk, the higher ground, but it also helps my mental status though. Like, you know what I mean? Not speaking on a person that's literally has affected my real life and my mental health for many. I mean, she used to, not anymore. Like now, you know, it is what it is. Everybody sees her and it's not. Like I said, she's busy dealing, like stalking and trying to ruin other people's lives. So it's kind of like nice to have this little break. I just hope that her current court case, mind you, she has court cases like every other month. It's pretty sad. Like this is what she does. She goes on YouTube and like fights with people and then she gets views. It's really fucking sad. I mean, I just wish her friends would like be like, hey, like, how about you not do that no more and like try to help yourself and figure out what makes you like that, you know? But they're not. So. And like I said, I didn't have to do anything for all this to come out. It just came out. Like I didn't have to say anything, you guys. I didn't. And people just ended up, she kept doing it to other people. And so they started to know, oh my gosh, this is really what she does, you know, because she started doing it to them. And so she's done that so many times that enough people know now what she is. And that's my motto. Like, you don't have to make karma come for anybody. It comes on its own. You don't have to do a thing. Trust me. Trust and believe you don't. So, I mean, that's a little of where I'm at as far as all that bullshit goes. But, I mean, it is what it is. I'm putting more shape tape on because I can still see my melasma. And it works best when I use my finger as opposed to like a sponge or a brush. And yeah. But yeah, that's what we're doing. I'm trying to do a no makeup look. And it's hard. But we're gonna get there. But yeah, that's kind of what I've been going through lately, and I haven't been saying anything. I mean, I've kind of gotten vocal on Twitter for members only. I kind of spoke on it for a second, but I just turned 40, for those of you guys who don't know, and I'm like, you know what? You might as well do like a little refresher, like this is how I feel about everything that's going on. Or this is what I've been going through lately, or witnessing, or, you know what I mean? Like, typically, again, like, I don't talk about it. I do usually kind of save this kind of conversation for members only. But today I just thought we would do something different. Oh, yeah, no makeup. Oh, yeah, no, it's hard. That's like the hardest thing you could have possibly asked me to do. Everyone. No, I did a poll and I was like, what do you guys want to see? Like a no makeup look? Or do you want to like do these crazy eyeliners? And everyone picked no makeup look. So that's where we're at. I'm going to grab my fluffy blush brush. I'm going to get a little bronzer. This is Fenty Diamond Bomb. And I'm going to just try to help sculpt this out a little bit better, blend it out a little bit better with my contour. And then I like to bring it down a little bit, not too much. Because you guys know I don't like to do anything with my neck. Yes, I have a lot. I've actually been collecting a lot of Fenty, and with my aging skin and stuff, I've noticed a huge difference in high-end brands versus low. Before I was like, there's no difference, but now I'm like, okay, there's a huge fucking difference. You know what I mean? It's just expensive. But you gotta do what you gotta do. So basically, I'm going to put a little powder right here. Just a little. You don't want to put too much. I'm more of like a cream person these days. Is it really? Do you like it, Rebel Tea? I like it too. I was happy with it. I was a little worried though because my scalp started itching the other day. And I was like, I was worried. I'm like, are you? Because that's what happens when I dye my hair. My scalp gets really itchy. And I was worried that my hair was going to fall out because that's what happens when I dye a lot of hair falls out. It's still, some fell out, I'm not going to lie, but whenever I dye my hair, like hair comes out, right? I think it's like almost inevitable for that to happen, but I was worried that a bunch was going to come out because whenever I do my own hair, a bunch comes out. So I was lucky, I rinsed it out and there was still residual hair dye, so I was kind of like, but I got it all out and it stopped itching, so thank God for that. Okay, now I'm going to take a brush that doesn't have anything on it and kind of go like this. Make the contour a little bit less dramatic. Because again, we're trying to do a no makeup look. Is that what? It's because you're allergic to PPD and hair dyes. That's why, hon. Oh. Does that mean I can't dye my hair? Or do I have to get one without PPD? The Bronx Zoo, Central Park, Coney Island, and Brighton Beach. Governor's Island. Staten Island. Wow. All over. You've been all over? Is that what you've done this summer? Oh. Well, it happens all the time now. Like, is it supposed to happen every single time you dye your hair? Like, I don't think so. I don't know. But it does to me. Okay. I'm trying to... See, I can still see it. Here. This is Juvia's Place. It's a little bit more my tone now that I've been in the sun. I'm putting this over powder, yeah. Don't judge me. It just sucks. When you have melasma and it's really dark, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to conceal it. So I'm gonna try this pink concealer idea that Perfume gave me. She's in here right now. There she is. And also I saw it on Tati Westbrook. She had a guy come in, like a makeup artist, and he came in and was talking about the pink concealer with melasma. And I'm like, I've never even heard of such a thing. So I was kind of like, what? But yeah. So now that two people have talked about it that are like beauty gurus, basically in my eyes, I'm going to definitely try it out. Just adding a little powder to kind of lighten it up a little bit because it's kind of dark. Come on. Sorry. I have to do this a lot. Okay. Let me set it. Let me put blush. And then I'll set it real quick. And then I pat down. Like I use my I don't know, something about hands I think honestly is your best tool for makeup. I know that's weird, but for me, I've always used my fingers and my hands for makeup. And I feel like it warms it up just enough. Right, that sounds like fun. I mean, I've been everywhere too. I mean, we went camping 5 times this summer. And I'm not even supposed to be in direct sunlight, y'all. Because my skin type's really prone to cancer. And I don't... I mean, I have kids. What am I supposed to do? I just put a lot of sunblock on and wear a hat. Right? Hands are the best. I feel like they do something. Like warm it up or I don't know. But it helps it blend a little bit better. Like, I don't know if I could be a makeup artist without using my hands. You know? So I was thinking about starting beautician school. Or whatever it's called. And I'm like, if I can't use my hands, like, I don't know. Because people consider that gross. Like, you know, don't touch my face with your hands. I don't know. Alright. Now I'm going to do some... I can't talk, folks. Cream highlighter. I've been using this a lot. I'm absolutely happy that I grabbed it when I did. Yes. The blending sponges do absorb too much product. And that's the problem that I have when it comes to concealing my melasma, because then I just put a sponge, and so I stopped using a sponge in that area, at least like for finishing it off, because it takes off too much product. Speaking of, now that I'm like, oh yeah. There we go. All right. Nika, you've missed the drama talk, or maybe you didn't miss it and you're coming in now because it's over. But yeah, you missed it all. She's someone who knows who I'm talking about, but she's the only one. Like, I mean, there's like a handful of you, and you're all members, so that's why I talk about it there. Or, I mean, you know. But yeah. It's crazy. There's certain people that are just... They need the help. They need help. Nope, I missed it. Gotta rewind. Okay. I think you'll enjoy it. I put a little too much. Yeah, you've got to use your fingers. You have to. Otherwise, it's just not going to look right. I don't know. Okay. Now we're going to do blush. Natasha Denona, per usual, folks. And then I'll probably take another brush with no product, because a little bit goes a long way with this, with everything I use. And I think that's why high end is better, because you don't have to use as much. You know what I mean? To get that full effect. So that's why it lasts longer. All right. Natasha Denona. It came broken, so I put a little. I need to fix it. But it's really good. I mean, I use the concealer, and I love all her eyeshadow palettes. I like collect her. Okay. All right. So I feel like that looks pretty good for now. And I like to have it a little bit heavy at first, because it wears off throughout the day. And so it's nice to have it a little heavy in the beginning, so that way it kind of lasts longer. Yes, I overdo it with the setting spray, and yes, I put too much. I love the way it smells. Okay, so once this dries, we can do mascara, and then we can go on to the fun part. But when it comes to skincare, when it comes to skin makeup, not skin makeup, concealer, foundation, like anything you put on your face directly, I feel like you do kind of have to go a little bit higher end. At least for me, because I have so many pigmentation problems and all that stuff. But if your skin looks like a porcelain doll and you can put anything on there, it's going to look good. Oh, you miss your son. Aww. I'm a little sad my son got a job offer. Oh, 2 hours away. I'm sorry, Nika. I can't think about that. I was like, when my kids get older, I don't want to. I'm just going to enjoy it for what it is right now. The little babies. Okay. Oh! There we are. Up close, right? You didn't see a crotch shot, did you? I certainly hope not. Alright, so let's move on to mascara and lips. I typically try, I feel like it's almost gone. This is my favorite lip plumper. It's by Too Faced. It's called Lip Injection. I typically don't get the gloss. I prefer the clear, just plumper and the highest, what do they call that? Like the plumping strength. I prefer a different one than this, but this is what I have right now. And I also have this, but it's a little sticky, but it does do the job. But I'm just going to put a little bit of lip plumper and mascara, and then we can play with eyeliner. Okay, that's good. That's all you need. And then I got this new MAC mascara. It's Magic Extension, and you can see that. It's fiber mascara. It's one of the very first fiber mascaras that I've ever used. And to me, it's pretty good. I don't know, but I don't have anything to compare it to. Let us begin. Whoops, there's a huge chunk on there. I'm gonna need a mirror. But yeah, I just wanted to touch base, kind of like, and hang out. See how you guys are doing, really. This is kind of the only way we get to watch. I mean, get to hang out and chat. God, I can't talk. I have a lot of work to do today. And, it's just a lot. I'm not going to get into details because, again, I don't want... It's just best to keep certain things private. But I quite like this mascara. And the cool thing about... Well, I'm going to be canceling my boxes here next month. I get my boxes, I've said this so many times, to like re-up on makeup, you know, get stuff for the giveaways. But they have a great drop shop, so you can get things like 80% off. So you can buy like Fenty for 80% off, you know? And I think it's absolutely, it's worth the $30 a month, in my opinion. Alright. I'm going to try to separate my lashes a little bit. I personally like them a little chunky. I'm weird, I know. But I don't know. I feel it gives them kind of like a fuller feel. Oh, wow, everyone's talking. I couldn't see the chat. I'm sorry. It looked like no one was talking on my end. I apologize. I'm not trying to miss everybody. It wasn't showing up. Let me see what y'all said. You're super happy. Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's going to stop when your babies leave. Like, they're going to always be your babies, no matter how old they are. And that's awesome that you started, Nika. I think it shows to what a great mom you are, you know? You always look beautiful, Nikki. Aww. Yes. I mean, it's okay. It's okay to step down here and do my makeup for a little bit, you know? It's hard, but... I mean, we need a minute to ourselves. I need to be okay for my kids. You know, my mind needs to be right. And that with that comes self-care. Very important. Sure. Let me curl my lashes. And then we're going to play with the liners. Okay, so if you were the boring person who chose no makeup look, we're done with that. We're going to move on to something different. Okay, you guys, remember when that whole trend was out with the liner, the colored liner? And I was always like, oh, if only I had a liquid colored liner. And because I always use pencils or creamy pens, and you know, look at, like, honestly, I know I'm a little old to be doing this kind of thing, but I can't help myself. I have to try it out. I feel like makeup is forever evolving, and that's one of the things that I mean, I really wasn't fond of the whole graphic liner looks, but I still wanted to get good at it. Even though I wasn't really fond of it. Like, maybe on a teenager, right? I don't know. Okay. So, we're done, right? Now, isn't she great, Nika? I'm so glad I found her. Or she found me. I don't remember which way it was. She's a doll. Okay. Woo! No, stop doing that. Come on. So this is pink. I want to use all three. So maybe I should get you guys closer. Hold on. Whoop. There. That's more eye level, I feel like. Okay. So, we're going to start. I'm going to do this for the tight line. It's like a pink purple. I'm nervous. I know. GPS is awful sometimes. Like, sometimes it just stops working and it takes you, you're going in like a square or like, you know, forever, and you're like, okay, I can't keep, it's time to reset it, you know? Okay, I'm gonna really focus. Talk amongst yourselves. And watch me totally F this up. I meant to do that. I promise. Aww. Yeah, lipstick and stuff. She's cute too. I like her journey that she's going on and that she shares it with us so openly. Okay. I think green would actually be better right there. Oh. No, I'm just gonna go blue. And I kind of overlapped them a little bit to see if it would transfer color or if but no, it's true to color. It doesn't really. And then last will be green. Hi, Simple Southern Homemaker. How are you? And this part is where I'm going to take it up. All right, I don't know how I feel about it. Okay, it's kind of covering up the green here. I feel like it just looks really wonky. Mind you, my eyes do water quite a bit, so... Yeah! See, with hooded eyes, it's so hard. It's hard! Now I know why you guys didn't want to do this one. It was a bad idea. I'm going to listen to you guys more often. Maybe if I just did like one only. Here, hold on. I have to go mess up this eye now too. But I'm only going to do one now. Oh dear, what happened? See, I opened my eyes and the hooded eyes always ruins the eyeliner. I have to keep my eyes shut. These kind of have like a chemical smell. They almost smell like markers. What if you saw that coming at you? That looks fire? No, it doesn't. You don't have to lie. Yeah, the like, why? I mean, it's because I suck at doing liner. But not only that, though, when you have a hooded eye, the reason why I say that, yes, for some ages, certain makeup isn't okay. Because if you age, when you age, your lids start to, they start to do that thing. And why would you draw attention to it by drawing a line? I don't understand. That's why I feel like it's more of a younger, like, teenager, you know. The color liner is for, not for, then I just messed that up as well. So. Anywho, I think the pink does look better, though. Like, if I were to do it next time, I'll probably just do the pink and just do a tight line, as opposed to trying to do, like, all this stuff. Anywho, I've been on here for almost an hour. I gotta go. You guys know that's my limit, right? Review of editable. Imagine that coming at you. Yeah, the pink one's good. I agree, guys. Well, thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate every single one of you. I try. Don't pay attention to this one. Don't pay attention to that one. Stay blessed. Stay positive. I know it's really hard sometimes, and I will catch up with you soon. Thanks for hanging out.